Hello friends, welcome to the future. This is going to be a little bit of a sneak peek into some of my upcoming adventure videos. But today we're going to be talking about a little portable scuba setup. SMACO? I don't know how to say it. This company contacted me, asked me if I would do a review, and they would send me the product. I get a lot of emails about different things that people want me to talk about in the channel, and 99.9% of the time I do not. But this is actually something I could use for diving on the anchor, and so I was like, sure, I'll check it out, see how it works, and give it an honest review. So they sent me the kit and an adapter, so let's get into it and talk about it. Make sure you subscribe and click that little bell so you don't miss any of these future adventures. Right now we are at Nishimura Anchorage on the Big Island, and there's some insane stuff that we've seen over the last week or two that I'm excited to share with you guys once we get to that point. But right now, let's get into this little tank. It comes in this case, hard case. See what's inside. You got your little booklet kit here. It comes with a wrench, comes with some spare O-rings. You've got your regulator. I think this is the primary, right, regulator, and then this is the secondary. I believe that's the stages of scuba stuff. This screws onto the little tank. And here's our tank with the top off. Brand new. Got the hydro stamp on the top and everything. So, there's the little bitty pony tank. Now, when I got this in the mail on Oahu, I took it to a scuba shop and asked them, oh, can you fill this for me? And does it need a viz? So I was asking, does it need a visual inspection to be filled? And can you fill this for me? And they said, yes, it needed a viz for them to fill the tank, but that I needed to find an adapter for this. There's like a very small little, that's how you fill it, which is very unusual. And I did some research online, and this is almost like a paintball canister filling adapter. So it's a very strange fitting that scuba shops, at least in Hawaii, they are like, we don't have that filter. So if you can find it, we can fill it for you. So I reached back out to the company, and they sent me an adapter. It's got the fitting. And another thing that I'll mention, the guy at the scuba shop was like, yes, it needs a viz inspection for us to fill it. And then he was like, how often are you gonna be using this thing? And I was like, I don't know, just to dive on the anchor every once in a while. He was like, well, you're not gonna be wanting to pay $8 to fill this pony tank every time you use it. He was like, you can fill it from one of your scuba tanks, your big scuba tanks. And I was like, oh. And what that told me is that I don't actually need a viz. I mean, maybe it's a good idea, but you don't actually need a viz because I can fill it with whatever's left over on my scuba tanks at the end of a dive. So that's awesome. And that's exactly what this does, is this little fitting attaches to your scuba tank and then attaches to your pony bottle. I don't know why they don't supply this fitting or an adapter for a DIN fitting in the kit. It's very strange to me that they would make it that difficult for you. But if you order one of these, which they're really, really affordable, so it would be worth picking one up for diving on the anchor or just like low-level scuba diving. Make sure you get the fitting, otherwise you're gonna run into the same problem I did. Now, I want to take a second to say scuba diving is dangerous. You should be trained. You should understand the risks. I have an advanced certification with PADI, and I think anyone who is diving should go through the training and get certified because it's very easy to die underwater. So, that being said, I'm not responsible. If you do this without the training and something goes awry, that's not on me. Scuba diving is one of the best things I've ever done in my life. I love it. It's amazing, but I'm very glad I've had the training because I've had situations underwater where I called back to that training, and it kept me out of a dangerous situation. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put this thing together. Take out this protective thread cap on the primary. It's got the O-ring in place, so that's all good. You gotta be careful not to cross thread this. Okay, that's happy. Same thing with our second stage. That's why it's called second stage regulator, I believe. And if I'm wrong, I'll just put it on the screen. Use their little wrench they gave us. Okay, that's nice and happy. We'll just double check the tightness on the rag mouthpiece. Okay, feels good. Now our little baby setup is ready to go. Let's get it filled. All right, again, here's our little adapter that's gonna let us fill from the large scuba tank to our baby pony tank. So we'll go ahead and screw this on. That. My little pony. Hook this in. It's just like any kind of pneumatic attachment. There it is. Set that down. We got a little pressure gauge on the pony bottle. Okay, this is like my third attempt of figuring out how to fill this little pony bottle. I have both my scuba tanks out, trying to figure it out. The adapter they sent me did not work for some reason. I'll try it again, but right now I have one that I had purchased on Amazon, so I had a backup, and we'll see if it works. It says in the instructions of the little adapter, hook it up the way you've got it hooked up. It says open on-off valve on the big CO2 tank. Wait for about 25 to 30 seconds, then close the air valve after inflation. So, let's see here. Here we go. We took it right up to the green. There's like a red on there. I don't know if that means that's like dangerous, but it's like, I don't understand why there's a red at the end of where you're supposed to, you know what I mean? But the pony bottle should be full now. Go ahead and take that off. And it's got us 3,000 pounds of pressure. 3,000 bar, whatever. Anyway, so it looks like we got air in the little pony bottle, so let's get in the water and test this thing out. So this is the little, like, I don't want to say BC, it's not a BC, but this is the little harness that they give you with the pony tank to keep it on your back. Pretty cool. Get this in there. That. Good to go. Just like a full-size PC guy. Got Velcro here, which is really nice. Look at that. That's cool. That under. Got a chest strap. And there we have it. bring my little gauge over. Probably tuck it right here.
It's got a compartment on the shoulder.
Yeah, there's a little strap. Keep your gauge secured. And like, well, just keep this thing loose. Oh, that's supposed to be on this side. There we go. We turn it on. Works great. Okay, let's get suited up and get in the water. One of the main reasons I wanted one of these little pony bottles is it's the perfect tool for diving on your anchor. If you need to reset it and you don't want to haul up, or you just need to check it out, or even more importantly, if it gets stuck in rock, or even worse in coral, you don't want to damage the coral, but if something happens and it ends up in coral, or your rod swings you around a boulder, you can swim down, save your ground tackle just with this simple little pony kit, and it could save you a huge nightmare of having to buoy your chain and everything, cut your anchor line, and then come back with the scuba diving kit if you don't have it on board. So if you're not an avid diver, you don't have a compressor on board, you don't want to carry all the gear, this is a really good option to keep on board for simple little dives, even if it's just for your anchor and not just for like seeing stuff and exploring underwater. But today we're going to do both. We're going to go ahead and check out the anchor, and then we're going to go see some of the sights underwater here at Nishimura. This is Kimberly Wood.
Good day.
She helped me film it today, and she took it for a test drive as well. What do you think?
That was awesome.
It's really,
awesome.
really cool. Yeah. Yeah, it's awesome how it works. It's so simple. Like you were mentioning, it's very light.
Super light. Yeah, I could just lift it even on your back and lifting it on the boat.
Yeah. The only thing I think you really want is a weight belt. We kind of had to struggle to get down. Which, I mean, that you use a weight belt for free diving anyway, so you'd obviously want a weight belt. But it was cool. It's awesome just to be able to get down and check out the nooks and crannies. And like I said, with the anchor, even cleaning the bottom of your boat, super cool. Definitely worth the money. So if you're interested in picking up one of these little pony bottles from SMACO, I believe is the name, you can use my discount code, which you can find in the description below. It's definitely worth picking up. Very affordable and a great bit of gear to have on any boat. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, please give it a thumbs up. Like that. Give it a high five. And tell me what you think down in the comments. And yeah, really stoked to have that little pony bottle added to the gear on Tritea.
So cool.
Thanks for watching. Fair winds until next time. If you enjoy the content on this channel and would like to contribute, you you can consider joining the Patreon crew. Thanks for watching. Fair winds until next time.